bit longer, and for once we'll hoof it while Gargamon rides in style.
Anything else for Asher and Company?
Just moving.
Alright. Shandrak and Company.
Yeah, so the last little thing is, Chandrak will just, come over to the door and, call Ezane over.
The, Ezane and Maldrita are in the front yard, and they're like burying these dead ninja in the front yard.
I'm sure you will grow pretty big from that. Chandrak will hand over to the key to the manor to Ezane. It's like, here, take good care of it while I'm gone.
And she says,
Thanks, Chief. I'll hand it over to the housekeepers when they arrive.
Alright.
and she winks.
Alright. Well, we're off to do something incredibly dangerous. Hope you're able to find something good about the landscape while we're gone.
She nods. And she looks back at Maldrita, who's like shoveling up dirt onto a hole containing a dead body.
Mm-hmm. Also, Chandrak will kind of call over to Asher and say, I'm pretty sure it's to the south is the quickest.
Oh, okay. I can see the river from here, though.
And anything else for Shandrak and Company?
No, just starting to head south from there.
All right. End of round, and it's Tenzi and Company.
We'll round up the rest of our group and we'll head south while Musashi has thoughts of perhaps ramen for breakfast. That'll be all. I'll just be moving to the south.
All right. Asher and Company.
Asher's gonna go a little bit further because she can actually see the river, and remembers that the stable is across the bridge, so she's gonna see what it looks like that direction.
All right. So as you pass by, just south of you, there's all these little, kind of like little ghetto houses. They're not estates like the rest of the city is. And there are what appear to be, poor people coming and going between the houses. Lower class people. So you've got The the merchant caste. No, sorry. Nope. The non-person caste. The lowest of the low. These are artists, employees, performers, prostitutes, criminals, beggars, bandits, barbarians, and brigands. Anyone found guilty of certain crimes is branded a member of the non-person caste for life. On the other hand, a member of the non-person caste may one day hope to rise to the level of the farming caste or merchant caste, though through personal success and resourcefulness. Members of the samurai caste, shogunate, or daimyo must be born in with very few exceptions. Sometimes the shogunate or an emperor will grant the leader of a family land and samurai caste status. Obviously, the samurai had to start somewhere, right? And it's usually as an award for something extraordinary that usually isn't possible unless you're already in the samurai caste. So it's you gotta be really, really resourceful in this culture to move up above the merchant caste or the farmer caste. And these people that are passing by are like basically the scum of the earth. People that work for a living. Which is probably, like half the population. So.
Alright, yeah, so we're good.
Okay. Shandrak and Company.
I'm just heading to the entrance and the stables. Further south.
Anything else for
Andrak has
Shandrak?
got. Yeah, sorry, he's managed to get stuck in a door right here next to Ryer. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I see why. These doors, when you put them down, the dynamic lighting line is always left to right. And they haven't changed anything about how you set up doors. They're always left to right. So you have to go into the dynamic lighting layer and rotate them if you want them to run up and down, like north to south.
Mm.
And a lot of them, I haven't done that yet.
That'll be my move.
All right. Tanzania Company.
Going south towards the stable where the Tyrannosaurus Rex was for sale. We're just going down though.
It sounds so funny when you say that. The place where we saw that Tyrannosaurus Rex for sale.
You
All
know
right.
the one.
Yeah.
How could you
How
forget?
much is that T-Rex in the window?
Ruff, ruff. The one with a waggly tail. All right, Asher and Company.
We can see the stable now. Oh, group will that way. Apologize, I'm experiencing some slow internet as well.
Hmm. It's funny. Mine happened when we were in Enervia City, and I tried turning on animated tokens, and like everything went to shit.
Mm.
It crashed the internet
It's
for
a
the whole
really
house.
it's a pretty big map.
Yeah, it is probably the biggest map. Other than the astral plane map, but the astral plane map doesn't have any dynamic lighting on it.
Got it.
So, and that
So Asher, oh sorry, go ahead.
you go ahead.
Asher comes over to Stable Master and explains to him, "Hey, I think we're gonna need to stable the horses for a bit longer. I'm gonna pay you for
Yes.
let's say 3
Yeah.
weeks. That ought to be sufficient." And I'll look up in the player's handbook what I owe him and take that out.
Yes. Lankufi, take good care of your horses. Yes.
You look very healthy. Thank you so much.
They're healthy. I fix their hoof, feed them hay and oat, give them nice brushing every day. Take good care of your horse.
The lizard would probably be fine in the swamp, right?
Lizard?
Oh, yeah, our giant lizard. And she points at
Is it?
Phil.
Yes. He be good in swamp. Yes.
Right. And she'll
This is,
walk over and
I gotta say, this character is straight from Mad TV. Straight from in the 1990s / early 2000s. Straight from Mad TV. I don't remember the guy's name, but he was a hilarious character, and this is him.
she'll pay him and she'll grab Ethiel's bridle or whatever, and that'll be it.
All right. Shandrak and Company.
So Chandra will sees the stable now and makes his way over.
And Dao Hyun steps out of the stable. And, you know, he's a little boy, so he says,
Good morning. You come to Dahian stable.
Yes. Actually, if you don't mind, I wanted to do some business for you, but I think it'd be better if we did it inside your stable instead of out in the open.
Okay, you come into my stable. You want to buy Warhorse?
Oh, I was thinking of something a little more exotic than that.
Oh, by exotic you mean big meat eater?
Ah, that sounds exactly right. Very big meat eater. So that beast of yours, how did you manage to get your hands on it?
Dao Hyun get young from a trader. Barbarian trader. You know the barbarian nearby?
We've seen their camps off in the distance in our travels, but we haven't interacted with them yet.
Yeah, the Tian barbarian. They are very heroic. They say they get young from trader from Apasiba.
And so this, that's an incredible creature of yours. And did you say that there were 2 saddles on it?
2 saddle.
I thought you said that there were 2 saddles on it.
I give you saddle to ride, but you put 2 saddle on, it gonna fuck him up.
Oh, I thought you said, for some reason I thought you said 2 people would be able to ride him.
Oh yeah, same saddle. I mean, big saddle.
Oh, I see.
You get 1 rider. You have other rider sit in front basically on the other rider lap. It's like you take a kid riding on a pony.
Very mean pony.
Very big, mean pony. Very big saddle.
So, last time I was here, you were saying this was a very, very. You had a very high price for this creature.
Yeah.
I'm willing to. I am willing to pay you right now, but
Yeah.
50,000 gold right now.
50,000. Well, I'm willing to pay you in gold right now, but 50,000. Could you do? What about 40,000?
Ooh.
I can pay you in gold and gems.
Something's going on with my encounter reactions macro. Probably has something similar. Probably something similar going on. As remember last week when we couldn't do the guns.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, I think the same thing's going on here. Target the NPC, and then nothing. Unless it's just being slow. I'm gonna go back to the landing page and see if it works. Okay, counter reactions. Yeah, it's broken. Something changed. Something definitely changed about the macros in the last couple of weeks. They broke my macros. That sucks. Let's see, find reactions. Okay. No? The macro itself is fucked up. I'm gonna... No, it's not. Okay. I'm just gonna delete part of it, though. It's not really necessary. Hopefully that will unfuck it. Let's see, test macro, NPC. Nope, still fucked up. Target, PC token name. Um, let's see. If I do that, will it unfuck it? No. Nope. Macros that draw or that take multiple abilities from the same token are broken.
Sorry that happened.
Let's see. So I can roll it by hand. What is your Dex react?
My dex reaction
Yep.
is I have a it's 12, so I have a +2 reaction adjustment.
Really? 12 gives you a +2?
Yeah, that's what it says.
Okay. So it's 2d10 plus your Dex react. He says, you get the
You get the fuck out of my stable now, before I call the guards.
Okay. I'm sorry if I offended you. You have a very spectacular beast, and I'm more than willing to pay the full price for it.
Oh, you want to pay full price now?
I'm sorry if I offended you, sir. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Oh. Okay, still. Yeah, I like the way you do business. You pay full price, you take Young now. And I throw in free Sato.
Thank you. And has he been fed today?
Oh yeah, feed him all the time. He eating right now.
And you said it takes about a cow to feed him.
Yeah, about that. One large creature every day.
And what did you say? He has a name. What is his name?
Young.
How do you spell that?
I tell you many times, Young.
How do you spell that? Just
Y-O-N-G, Young.
Okay. Wasn't sure if it was a U or an N.
I tell you so many times.
Okay, so Okay. So Gargamon will take out his backpack, and he will pull out 9 sapphires worth 1,000, 1 aquamarine worth 500, and the 24 amethyst worth 100. And then Gargamon, Chandrak, he will reach into his backpack and also summon up his magic chest, and he will pull out where'd it go? Where'd it go? Let's see. 3 diamonds worth 5,000. Yeah, 2 sapphires, 2 more sapphires worth 2,000 each. 1 aquamarine worth 500.
Can you type all these in chat for me, please?
Yeah.
I'm just checking the values. It's
Oh, wait.
9,500.
Oh, wait. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay. I found what my actual total was. So this is what I'm paying him.
So an amethyst is worth 100. So he gave him 9,600. 9 sapphires worth 1,000, aquamarines 500, and amethyst 100. Okay, 6 diamonds, 5,000 GP each, that's 30,000. Garnets are 500. Okay. Fire opals. Yeah, 1,000 GP each. MSS are 100. Sapphire 1,000. So we got 31,009. 40. 44. 44,000. 9,500, 100,
Oh,
1,000, 30,000. Garnets are 500. Another aquamarine 500. So 1,500, 500, 11,000. Yeah, but my calculations, you're like 1 diamond, 1, I don't know, aquamarine, and 1 amethyst over.
yeah. Okay. So, I guess that'll be 5 diamonds instead of 6, and that'll be, and then, yeah, take off the aquamarine for 500, and then an amethyst for 100.
Okay. Right. So Young is really healthy compared to the average Tyrannosaurus. Alright, you should have control of him.
Nice.
Really funny the first time we have to stable him elsewhere.
Says Young, the Tyrannosaurus. Did that sound like a lizard to you guys, or did you hear my voice?
That didn't come through actually.
You cut out.
Oh, okay. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. And why is this fucking name not showing up? Dao Hyun puts this saddle in Gargamon's hands. And it's made for a big butt. Like, it's not a normal size saddle. It's bigger. Like for a large creature to ride. And it's got all the regular, stuff on it. There's a spot to attach saddlebags. It has a saddle horn. And, it's like a warhorse saddle. So, it has almost like a chair back on it that comes halfway up Gargamon's butt. Looks a lot like a chair. Horse, like knights would get these saddles made so that they had less of a chance of being unhorsed if a lancer hit him, or a guy with a pole arm or something tried to knock them off their horse. It was easier to stay in the saddle if you had stirrups and a chair back. And that's pretty much what warhorse saddles look like. They have like a chair on the back. Or not a chair on the back, but a chair back on them.
After whenever he's finished saddling up, Gargamon will just be waiting so he can try to take his seat.
All right. So when Yang comes up, he sees the saddle, and he like bends down and puts his neck and forepaws all the way to the ground. So the bottom of his jaw, like his chin, is touching the ground. And Gargamon is able to get the saddle over his neck, and Yang lifts his head up slightly so that Gargamon can reach underneath. So probably lifts it up about 5 feet, and Gargamon is able to reach the buckle on the other side, pulls it over, slips the belt through, tightens it front and back, and it's not like too tight for him. Like the front goes around his neck, and the back goes like underneath his armpits, around the top of his rib cage, underneath his little T-Rex arms. So it's held steady by his shoulders, and the rest of the weight is on his neck. And Gargamon is able to, get it all fastened and everything. Oh, and there was a saddle blanket as well that went over his shoulders and neck, like a little shawl, not a little shawl, a big shawl. And he gets the saddle on and buckles it up, and the Yang lays back down on the ground, and Gargamon is able to throw his hoof up and over the thick neck of the Tyrannosaurus and get up into the saddle. And he is a non-proficient rider, so if he takes damage, if either he or the T-Rex takes damage, he's gonna fall off until he gets that proficiency. So I'll probably give him like a saving throw versus paralyzation at like a -4 until he gets proficient. So, and then I think the T-Rex, let's see. Yeah, the T-Rex is on the same page as the rest of the dinosaurs. So he spends 1 proficiency slot, and he's able to ride all the dinosaurs on that page. There's the Ankylosaurus, Deinonychus, Diplodocus, Elasmosaurus, Lambiosaurus, Pteranodon, Stegosaurus, Triceratops, and Tyrannosaurus. The Pteranodon one, though, is only land-based Pteranodon movement, though, because they fly, too.
Oh, you'd have to get both.
Yeah, and as well as the no, that's the only one. No, he doesn't have to get both, but if he ever wants to fly the Pteranodon, he has to get the other one.
Right.
But if he captures a Pteranodon and he wants to saddle it and ride it around on the ground, and by the way, they move really slow. Pteranodons move at 3 on the ground because they use their wings as forelegs, and they're kind of weak, so they move like shit on the ground. And then the Elasmosaurus is like Nessie, basically.
Oh yeah.
So on land they move like shit too, but in the water, they swim at 15. But he doesn't need, water-based proficiency. If you have proficiency in riding things in water or on land, it's the same thing. It's the airborne one that's different. So yeah, he's got a goddamn
Sweet.
Tyrannosaurus Rex now. The Tyrannosaurus Rex bite is probably more damage than his weapon, so it kind of behooves you to use the bite more often. Oh, and he can do stomps as well. So left stomp, right stomp, they're d6 each, and then the bite is 5d8. So if you weaponize the T-Rex rather than his halberd, you're probably going to be able to do more damage.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Okay, anything else for Shandrak and company?
Yeah, Shandrak will just finish giving Guy all the gems and gold, and Gargamond is trying to get used to his new beast, trying to figure out how to ride it.
Yeah, it's pretty tough because he's not proficient yet, so he can't get it to walk sideways and backwards and shit like that yet, and it's hard for him to mount and dismount it in the same round as moving. Like it takes a whole fucking round for him to get down. Like he's got to wait, get him to put his head down and then climb down safely and all that. But once he's proficient, he'll be able to just hop right up on there and move him around in the same round. I'm gonna put you on the landing page so you can rearrange your characters, because this mount takes up a lot of space. Okay, so you just need like a straight line of people. If you want to move your line over to the side, that's fine. Yeah, you're probably gonna want to move them over to the side. Or oh no, you do have room because of you're basically on one side of Asher's company. I'll just move Asher out of your line. She should be in front of Jim. There you go. All right. End of round, and Tenzi and company.
We're running down the street to get a gander at Gargamon on his new mount. So we'll just be jogging over.
All right. Yeah, you can hear Yong screaming.
Mm.
As a non-proficient rider jerks him around. He doesn't like, buck or anything like that, but it's hard to keep him under control. And then Shinra, just let me know when you're ready to come back.
Oh, I mean, sorry. What? Do you want to drop the T-Rex or something? Like,
You can
where-
drop him.
Oh, where is he?
The top
Oh,
of
there
your
it
journal.
is. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, and if you could get Gargamon to the top, please.
Yeah. You can actually delete Gargamond and put a new one, and it'll be on top. Because it goes in order of which tokens get dropped first. They stack.
Oh, Gargamon was still under him.
Did you delete the old one?
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah.
Huh.
If you come on the landing page, yeah, which is weird because he's in the game, he is over the dinosaur, but he's under it on the landing page.
Okay. Weird, when I drop a Gargamond on top of Tyrannosaurus, he's on top. Did you try?
I don't see any other Gargamon on it.
You don't see this token right here?
No, that's covered by the T-Rex.
How about now? Do you see a
No.
Gargamond right here?
No, I don't.
Huh, weird.
The
Well,
T-Rex is on him.
whoops. I just put the T-Rex to the back, so should be. What the hell? Come on. Two back. There.
I still just see the T-Rex.
Do you see Gargamon now?
Yep.
And right now he's underneath the T-Rex for you?
Yeah, now he's under.
How about now?
Yep, still under him.
Okay. How about now?
Yeah, still don't see him.
Weird. There's maybe you have to refresh, I'm guessing. I would hit refresh. Was that F5?
Let's see. Refreshing now.
Did your page load up yet?
No, it's still loading.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Still see the T-Rex above Gargamond. Don't see Gargamond.
Okay. How about now?
Nope.
Okay, let's delete the T-Rex. How about now?
I see his axe, but it's because it's kind of poking out from underneath.
Oh, okay. How about now?
Nope.
Weird. I don't know what's going on.
That's alright.
I've done everything. I've put the token that you dropped to the back. Weird. I've dropped a new token for the T-Rex. It's strange.
Yeah. Even though it doesn't look quite right, can I just put Gargamon like near his head?
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. So I'll put you back in Hang My. Alright, Tenzian Company?
Standing in shock and awe at the sight of Gargamon on the T-Rex.
Yeah. They have 18 hit dice. Oh, okay. He's actually a little weaker than a regular T-Rex, which... where the hell... Did I put in... I did, okay. There we go. Yeah, he's a little weaker than regular Tyrannosaurus. Oh well. The way I do hit points for monsters anyways is not the same as how I do them for mounts and characters. So my monsters are a little healthier than than normal.
Seems
So-
plenty healthy to me.
Yeah, yeah. He's got a lot of health. Pretty comparable to Gargamon. Oh, actually less than Gargamon does. Huh. Okay. All right. Anything else for Tenzian Company?
Nope.
All right. Asher and Company.
Okay, we will grab Heal and get on board where Drac and Tenzi are. Yeah, when we get there, Ash will just be like, "Ow, wow." Yeah, she's just marveling like Tenzi is at this majestic beast who we're going to have to feed.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna need encounters every day. Encounters every day.
We're gonna be hoping that encounter table ticks against us.
Oh, we won't be feeding the horses for a minute.
hell? Man, roll 20 is jacked up lately. So fucked up. I don't understand why. Sorry for getting off subject. Anything else for Asher and Company?
Just gonna finish moving them.
Okay. Shandrak and Company.
Gargamon's just beaming, and says, "Oh, thanks, boss." I was like, "Yeah, you deserve it, Gargamon."
Thanks, boss. I really like him. Young.
Yeah, but while we're here, yes, looking at that beast, I did want to get a few more rations while myself. Might be needing that in the future.
Should we get Young a cow, just in case?
Well, the Dow said he's already been fed today.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully we run into sheep or something.
Hopefully. And, oh man, Shandrak will say to Musashi, it's, before we head out, knew we can, get any rations?
Musashi's checking in his backpack.
Farron says, "Is my mana not good enough for you?"
Oh, it's plenty good, but I think I might be having to abstain from mana and giving it to Yang.
Doesn't look like he'll like mana.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, Musashi doesn't have extra rations, so he would get some too.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow I think I moved every door and window on the entire map.
Oh no.
And when I hit undo, it didn't do anything.
Roll 20.
It's fucking you these last couple weeks.
Yep. I think I'm about to have 2 campaigns I just can't run because the macros are fucked up. I'm gonna have to rewrite macros as they come up.
Jesus.
I'm trying to refresh my page right now. Wish me luck. doors are back where they were. Okay. All right. Anything else for Shandrak? Were we on Shandrak?
Yeah, I was just asking Musashi if he knew a place to get some rations before we head out.
Let's see. He says, he turns around and he points to this pond over here.
Mm-hmm.
And he says,
Just north of the wall on the north side of that park, there is a general store.
Well, I need to get some rations for myself for the future. And Ryer says, yeah, me too. So, those two will start to head where Musashi said.
Liang General.
Liang General Store.
And as I'm going along, I'm looking. Is there a sign? Is it one of these ones that I'm passing? Do I see any signs of the building?
Right here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Right here.
Okay. And I'll make it just a few squares further, and I'll be all. Gargamon's just trying to get the hang of Yong.
All right. End of round. And next up is Tenzi and Company.
We're going to just wait here, although Tenzi's thinking perhaps he should buy an extra horse for food for his Gargamon's mom. But we'll just wait for Shandrak. We'll wait for Shandrak to get back.
Okay. Asher and Company.
We'll start lining up next to there we are. Start lining up next to the gate and waiting for Shinhurk to finish his business. We'll mount a Thiel. Yeah, we're good.
All right, Shandrak and Company.
Continue going north. Was it? Is it this building to the east of me?
I'm sorry, what?
Is it? Sorry. Is it? This building? The general store.
Yeah, you can see a sign above that says Lyon Store. And the door's not
Okay.
locked.
Alright, Shandrak and Ryer will, yeah, they will open up the door. And in this little kind of atrium, we'll take our shoes off before coming inside. Then Shandrak will come in. And who's this person I see?
This person. Comes up to you and says, you can see there are foodstuffs all about the room. Oh, jeez, I hate that. They're changing a lot on Roll20. If you put a token from one layer to another, you have to hit the button twice so that you travel with the token. Before, you only had to push it once. There are shelves and tables and bins with food.
And yeah, Shandrak will come in and say, hello. I'm going on a dangerous adventure soon, and I'll be needing some rations on my journey. So hoping to get a few of them. I like to get 20 myself, 20 dry rations.
Alright, and this person comes up to you and says,
Hello, I am Merchant Leon.
Good to meet you. I'm Shadrach from the Order of the Superior Star.
You can call me Shua.
Good to meet you, Shua.
So, you looking for rations?
Yes, I was looking for some dry rations for my journeys.
Same price as Player's Handbook.
Right. So Shandrak will give her 171 gold and 6 platinum for that's 20 dry rations at 10 apiece.
How much?
20.
How much gold?
It's a 10 per dry ration. 10 gold. So it's 200 gold total.
It's 10 per week. So if you want to do 21, it'd be 30 gold. And those are the ones that don't rot over time. There's a lot of preservatives.
Why would I do 21?
You said you wanted 20?
Yeah.
They're sold by the week, so 7 at a time. And 1 week is 10 gold. So 30 gold would be 21 rations. And they're dry rations, not rations. If you want to do the 10 gold per week ones. There's also regular rations, which are tastier but don't last as long. And they're 3 gold per week. They have stuff like rice balls and probably some like beef jerky flavored with soy like salty soy sauce and maybe some dried vegetables.
Okay, so in that case, then, yeah, Shandrak will give her 30 gold for 21 dry rations, and Ryer will ask for the same.
Okay. The dry rations are basically bags of rice and really tough, dry, like buffalo jerky, and dried powdered, like ramen broth. It's in a powder form.
And Shandrak will also say, by the way, while I'm here, a tiny little thing. Do you have perhaps just like a small glass jar I could purchase from you?
She nods, walks over to a shelf, brings it to you, and says, let's see. She says,
These are expensive. 10 gold pieces per jar.
Do they have a lid or a stopper on them?
yeah, it looks like similar to a mason jar. It has but it instead of like having the 2-piece system, actually I should say that it's similar to a ball jar. But on one side it has a like a little buckle, and then around the lid there's some cork. So when you close it, there's a hinge on one side and a buckle on the other side. So when you close the jar, or when you open the jar, the lid doesn't fall off. It's attached by a hinge. And when you close the jar, you can buckle it shut so that it squishes down real hard on the cork and makes it pretty airtight. And it's big enough to hold about 750 milliliters, or roughly a quart of material.
And so Shandrak will ask her to if he can just hold it to test out the weight.
It's 10 of them weigh a pound.
And weigh a pound.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Chandrak will say, "Yes, this looks nice to me. I think I'll just need one. So here's 10 gold for you."
And she takes your payments. Okay, end of round. Tenzi and Company.
We'll get in line behind Asher's company and get ready to leave when Chandrak returns.
Asher and Company.
Yeah, just finishing lining up because Jim mounted last time, and Asher's looking at the guys, and she's like, and then he's like, "Oh, your woman's a whore," and then he drove the rapier right there in the court. Yeah, she's just telling stories about what happened.
Anything else for Asher and Company?
We're good.
Chandrak Company.
Chandrak will thank the grocer, and him and Ryer will start heading back.
Okay. So end of round and Tenzi and Company. You can see Chandrak's group is starting to make their way back to the party. Probably at a little jogging pace, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I call over and ask if we're good to go.
I'm good.
And
No, I yell at the Ashers if they're all ready.
Eddie.
alrighty.
Yep.
So everyone's good to go?
Yeah.
Alright. We make it back out onto Central Adria. And we'll take a 3-minute break. It's been a while since we had a break. So just 3 minutes and we'll be right back. Here we go. All right, about 45 seconds left.
I'm back.
Oh man, I hope the travel macro works. I don't see why it wouldn't. It doesn't have any target thingies. About 10 seconds left. Is Tenzi back?
I am.
Okay, and is Shandrak back?
Yep.
Okay. We are back from our 3-minute commercial break. And we are on the map for Central Adria. And we're headed, you guys said you wanted to head due south.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like. Best way to go.
Alright.
And it looks to me like our last unfailing endurance has expired. My bad, but also we have have a new party member. So we're gonna be traveling at 12.
Traveling at 12. Okay. What is the movement rate of the slowest entity in the party? Is 12. Submit. How many miles until the party leaves the current terrain? You're currently in patrolled grasslands, which basically have trails. So I think that's the same as regular grassland. But we'll do this just in case. So about 18 miles. In which terrain is the party currently traveling? So farmland. Submit. Into which terrain will the party travel? Plains. Submit. So you're able to get 33 miles today. You did start an hour later, so you would travel essentially till 1 hour later in the day than you normally would, according to your daily routine. So go ahead and edit that if you need to. You don't have to account for the extra hour. So just instead of 7 p.m. instead of adventuring from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m., you went from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. And that's the whole 7 p.m. hour. So your first guard shift would start at 8 and so far and so forth. And then you would just have one less hour on your third guard shift. Because everyone has their spells and all that shit then anyways. So one hour less of camping. And you're traveling through patrol lands here, so I do patrol lands for the first 18 miles, and then it was 33 miles, so another 15 miles of grassland. Okay. Random encounters. I think it's special for patrolled areas. Inhabited patrolled areas. There it is. And inhabited patrol areas on the plains. So September 12, 1185. Summer All right. Around 8 a.m., the weather changes to a storm, which means you actually travel less than
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, if anything big enough to knock
3.
large creatures out. So is that a gale that knocks out large creatures?
Let's see. Rules, wind effects, and storm is winds in excess of 55 miles an hour, drive all flying creatures from the skies, uproot small trees, knock down wooden structures, yada yada. So it's really bad.
So we will only be traveling 3 then.
Yep. At 3. So 3. And that was 18 miles through farmland. And then plains. So at a movement rate of 3, you're still able to travel 12 miles through the farmlands. Because the farmlands have trails and like roads and shit. So it's not very hard, even when it's raining, to go through that. So 12 miles. 12 miles is not bad for one day. All right, and you don't have any encounters the whole day, which is weird for patrolled plains. I might have actually done that wrong when I made the macro. So that is the day of the 12th. Did you want to change directions at all, or do you still want to keep going due south?
No, but on the next day, I would request if we could go to what was it, Lasilia City?
The city.
Oh, okay.
And before we do that, Varen will prepare a couple of unfailing endurances and cast it on everyone who's coming with us.
All right,
yeah,
so
Tensi, is Ruckus with us?
No, I didn't think he would fare well in the swamp.
Fair enough. Updating
Okay.
the tracker.
So at 7 a.m., you guys go to Lasilia City.
Please.
All right, I'm going to put you on the landing page so you can roll the template for me. And specifically, what part of the city?
I specified in a previous game that Varen had closely studied the area right in front of the Great Staircase.
And you're all going there?
And why not?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Can you specify which Great Staircase?
Immediately in front of the library.
The library outside of the city, or?
Well, the library is on, I want to say, the third ring of the city.
Oh, I think I'm thinking of the wrong city.
Might be. Yeah.
Yep, the Grand Library. Okay.
Cast Unfailing Endurance so I can remind myself how many people that covers.
All right. And incoming saxophone music. I love the music for this city. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that one.
Smells like home.
As you walk out of the yeah. As you all walk out of the doorway, for dimensional folding, no one is aged, and you come out onto a beautiful grand staircase, and in order for your entire party to get through, you guys have to walk all the way essentially to the edge where the battlement is on top of this part of the city. And it looks down over the gatekeep that leads into the city. And behind you is this grand stone building, and you can see into its front door, and it's filled with books and bookshelves, and there are some gray elves inside studying. And here we are. And if you could, please roll size base initiative, or base size initiative, sorry, for your PCs. So
My
7
bad, that was the horse.
a.m. September 13. 11 AE 5.
You want us to delete the mobs that aren't there?
Yeah.
Yes.
Asher, I think Asher's still riding one of your horses.
That's fine. Oh, you mean delete it? Okay. I was like, oh, mind.
All right. So time now 7 a.m. You guys basically just left your campsite and have arrived in Lacilia City. All right, is Gargamond on top of the T-Rex now?
No, he is. Oh wait. Wait.
Wait a minute.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
All right. First up is Asher and Company, and you can smell the sweet smell of fruits blowing through the air. Apples and cherries.
I couldn't believe not that long ago I dreaded coming back here. It feels good. And
So notionally, all along the battlement of the city, anywhere there's a battlement, there are rows like it's a row of fruit trees, and there are apples, cherries, plums, pears, and any really fruit you can think of that grows in a temperate zone on trees. But
You know what I
fruits,
just
fruits only.
realized?
Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I think, so, no, Jim did not pass his wisdom save when last he came here.
That's right.
I
So
think
it looks
I think
like
he's leveled up since then. Can he try again?
sure. Yeah. He gets a saving throw versus spell, at a +4.
So Asher's gonna be like, okay, Jim, we're gonna try this again. This is my home, and this is a giant library and staircase. Okay, so saving throw versus spell +4. Let's do see it now. Wow. This was all here the whole time. Yeah.
And now Jim can see high overhead, circling patrols of griffins being flown by gray elf knights in elven plate mail. So it's not elven chain; it's elven plate mail. Without helmets. Their their armor doesn't have a helmet for some reason. But
Does
go ahead.
does Asher know roughly where the castle is from here? I feel like it's north.
Where the what is?
The castle is from here. I feel like it's north.
Yeah, she knows it's in the center. So you'd have to go up one level.
Giant city, and she's like, all right, we've got a long walk, people. Keep up. Move her and then catch everyone else up to her.
So you can see these big, beautiful rooftops slightly below the level you're on. And they belong to these big, beautiful stone houses as you move north along this walk. And you can see that big staircase that leads down into the Grey Elf District. You're currently in the Fairy Elf Nobility District. That's where the library is kept. The level before you is the Grey Elf District. Below that is the Servitor District. And below that is the non-caste district.
Which way is up?
So in order to go up, there are tunnels. If you go up north this way, there are tunnels here and here that lead up into the Fairy Elf Royalty District.
Okay. that's as far as she'll be able to get on one turn, so I'll just catch her people up to her.
All right. Shandrak and company.
Alright. Shandrak and his people start to make their way following Asher. Go again.
You can see these big stone buildings are all carved in like the Gothic style. Out of this beautiful gray stone. The houses directly below you are all made of wood. That's the Servitor District and the non-cast district. The ones up ahead to the north, you should be able to see these buildings. They're all beautiful gray stone.
So it'll be my full move.
And Tenzi and company.
We'll be following Asher's party around. So I'll just move. And we'll stop there.
All right. End of round, and "20 gray elves riding griffins appear. They descend quickly from the sky. 3, 4,
My brother and them?
5, 6, 7, 8.
My brother's the one who has a Griffin Rider. Could be sister. Sister is Caligdus and brother is Jared Gaunt.
Alright, so these are all gray elf guards. And doesn't look like anyone from your family is among them. So they have some of them wield bows. Some of them pole arms. And some of them wield swords. And there's a good 50% mix of male to female. You can barely tell the males apart from the females.
They're all so pretty.
They all are just gorgeous specimens of elves. As you can see. Alright. And one of them kind of does a flyby. This one that's closest. They're about 50 feet above you. And this one kind of does a flyby. And she shouts,
Confirmed. It is the order of the Superior Star.
Yep, it's us. Ask anyone.
and she kind of starts circling back to the rest of the group who passes overhead. I should not be this laggy with no animations running. I'm just trying to move these tokens. That's all I'm trying to do. And it shouldn't... I don't know, maybe I gave them all sight or something. And I forgot to take it off. Alright, and end of round. First up is Asher and Company.
So Asher will come up a little bit closer to these guys and say, yeah, we were just heading up to see Nim. Is there a problem?
They don't even answer as they fly by.
Alright. she'll keep going unless somebody stops her.
Okay. Let's see if I can... And they, yeah, they're each riding a griffin. Alright. Shandrak and Company. Unless Asher had something else to do.
Oh, I just said that that's as far as I'll get.
Alright.
Just continuing on. Following Asher. Oh,
And Tenzi and Company.
Just following the group.
Okay, so that means I could delete these tokens because they ascend back into the clouds. Yeah, I think I did give them sight. I'm gonna have to edit the token. Okay, end of round. Asher and Company.
Well,
Yeah, I did. Jeez.
8 squares.
And I bet you I did with the Griffins too.
That far?
Yeah, I did. Oh my god. And, you know, notionally, same thing, notionally all around you. There are elves conducting business. Not many of them are gray elves. And certainly even fewer of them are fairy elves. They're mostly high elves tending to the trees and going about their business, repairing buildings and doing maintenance, sweeping, things like that.
That's where I tied one guy's shoes to the bench. And over there's where I procured an apple from time to time.
Shandrak Company.
following along. And Asher.
I think I made this city right before doors and windows came out. So I would have to redo all the dynamic lighting on the buildings.
And that's my move.
Do that, I think it's just fine.
Alright, Tenzi and Company.
Strolling along, admiring the city.
You can see that each house is on their own little, like, lot with, like a sidewalk around it, and it's raised up from the rest of the, city, slightly. And all the buildings that are made of stone are in the Gothic style, just like a old stone Catholic church. Except there are no flying buttresses, but the rest looks the same. What do you call them? Pinnacles on the rooftops and stuff like that. Weather vanes, made of iron and stuff like that. Pretty cool looking. Anything else for Tinsy and Company?
Nope.
Alright, 7:03 a.m. Asher and Company.
Did you say that this was the direction of the tunnels?
This right here.
Alright, that direction. We'll almost get there. And this is where some of my friends and I did some wall art. It was not appreciated the way it should have been.
And Shandrak and Company.
Following after Asher.
And Tinsy and Company.
Same. And that's it for us.
Alright. So Asher, you enter this tunnel underneath the battlement.
Tom, we got some griffins and we filled this tunnel so full of griffins that nobody made it to work on time that day.
And you come in to this interior part of the wall. And you round an Asher and Company. You can see daylight on the other side. And a staircase to your left, heading up.